Hey there! Tonight I'm going to take a look at Stockyard Oatmeal Stout, and this is out of JosephsBrau Brewing Company in San Jose, California. Oatmeal Stout's pretty awesome, and I don't drink it very often. This is 5.2% alcohol by volume, and Oatmeal Stout has a category in the BJCP style guideline. It's 13C. So I'm excited to give this a try. And it should go good with the pizza that I am currently cooking. Okay. So, smell. Lots of graininess going on here. And get some coffee. Like a coffee and cream almost, which is interesting. It smells, like my coffee in the morning. It has a little bit of like a cream sweetness to it. So appearance-wise, it's definitely dark. It's opaque. It has a little bit of a red tint to it. It did pour with a head. It's a nice brown color. It's a little rocky. It looks like it's going to persist pretty well. And that's exactly what we want to see in this particular style. Flavor. Wow, this is good. I think I've had this particular brew before, but it's very enjoyable. And I feel like oatmeal stout is a good combination. Is like the medium ground between like a sweet stout, like a milk stout, and then a dry stout. And I can't even think of good examples of a dry stout. Anyway, but it's very, very well balanced, and no particular characteristic is overwhelming. And I think that that is what is endearing about this particular beer category. It's definitely, deep, dark, and complex. It's got some sweetness to it, some roasty kind of dryness to it, almost an astringency, but it finishes in a juicy way. I think it has a little bit of a hop finish to it. The hops flavor is not very pronounced, and it really just blends into this deep roasted malt flavor that it presents. Oatmeal stout. So let me think here. History of it: it's an English seasonal variant of a sweet stout that is usually less sweet than the original and relies on oatmeal for body and complexity rather than lactose for body and sweetness. So it's the same style as a milk stout, the same basic concept, but it has oatmeal in it. And so the oatmeal is a sweet grain, gives it some sweetness and some body to it. So, it's definitely a full beer. But that's kind of where that combination, that mid-ground between like a dry stout and a sweet stout really comes from. It is, in fact, the middle ground as far as ingredients are concerned. So body-wise, it definitely has a lot of body to it. It's got a thickness. And that kind of slickness that I really enjoy out of really malty beers. That to me is one of the things that makes me happy. Comments from this style. Generally, between sweet and dry stouts and sweetness, variations exist from fairly sweet to quite dry. The level of bitterness also varies, as does the oatmeal impression. Light use of oatmeal may give it certain silkiness of body and richness of flavor, while heavy use may be fairly intense in flavor and almost an oily mouthfeel. When judging, allow for differences in interpretation. So I feel like Stockyard has definitely gone middle of the road. It's not an overwhelming flavor and an oiliness to it, and it's not just a sweetness. It really has some complexity, some body. It's got a lot of good stuff going on for it. So this is, I think, it's been a while since I visited an oatmeal stout, and I think I've just remembered why Stouts are one of my favorite categories. I really love all the variations that they offer. That complex maltiness, where there's so much going on in the beer that's enjoyable. It's great to savor. So this is a great beer overall. Love it a lot. Some commercial examples include Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout. Let's see. Goose Island has an oatmeal stout, and then there's several whose names I don't recognize. I don't think they're available in this. Young's is on here. Anderson Valley. There are a lot of them, and I think I even grabbed a second one that's in my refrigerator, so I might have another to share soon. But if you've had the opportunity to give this a shot, I would love to hear your opinion of it. Share with me what you think, and I really love hearing back from people, and I know kind of their regions to see how far these beers make it. So San Jose, California, where have you made it? So thank you so much, and thanks for watching.